We're talking about the do's and don'ts you will need to know when you go on a job interview. At this point, you may feel excited and nervous at the same time. Whether the job may be at a retail store or a corporate office, here are a few tips that may apply to all. In my opinion, I feel as though interviews are is your moment to shine and show employers what you can bring to the table. Um, it's also a time to market yourself in a way that demonstrates to them what is unique about you. What can you what out of all the other 100 people that they may interview, out of all the other resumes that they may review, what makes you stand out from others? Can be a determination of them hiring you. Another thing would be they also want to see that you have good social interaction skills. They want to see that you can communicate, that you're a people's person, that you handle yourself in a professional manner. Another tip that I would give is take some time to research the company. You just tell them like during an interview after what your research, let them know like something interesting you found out about the company. It just to them it shows that you're knowledgeable and they'll respect that. Being polite as well goes a long way. Now, for example, if an employer comes into the room during the interview, it is polite to stand up and shake their hand and thank them for taking the time to speak to you. And also, I would just avoid during this, just avoid any conflict or saying something to the wrong person. It's just not appropriate to bring up any talk about religion or politics. You just don't know who you're offending and you just don't know someone's background. Um, Employers also like to ask questions as basically like trying to put you like in a certain case scenario and how you could handle it. Just think about it for a moment and put yourself in that situation and just think, well, what's the responsible thing to do? And that's the response you should give. They just want to see that you're reliable and that you can work under pressure. Also, slang is definitely you should not speak in slang at all. It's just to avoid confusion. It's just not appropriate. It doesn't give a good impression of yourself. Also, regardless whether it be one on one or it's like a conference interview, just don't let the nerves overwhelm you. Now, that may be harder said than done, but you just don't want to take away from the opportunity to really, like I said before, demonstrate to them like what you can bring. Like you can have this great personality, but you just don't want to let the nerves get to you where you can't even show it during the interview. Just relax and keep calm, cool, and collective, and things will go smoothly. Just be professional, be polite, avoid again slang, talking about politics or religion, and demonstrate to them what you can bring. And now I will show you two examples as well of what men and women should wear during an interview and what not to wear. Here's an example of the appropriate interview outfit for men. This outfit may be suitable if you have a job interview in a corporate office. The model is wearing a long sleeve button down shirt. Colors like gray, white, and navy would be more appropriate. You want to avoid bright colors. Make sure that it is ironed and tucked in. It may not seem like it right now. You don't want to appear sloppy. Dressy pants or work pants should be worn. Jeans or cargo pants are not suitable. Work shoes are not sneakers or casual shoes. This is appropriate as you can see on the model. A perfect example. Minimal jewelry should be worn. Avoid flashy chains or watches. The one that the model is wearing right now is appropriate. As for facial hair and hygiene, if you have it, make sure it is trimmed and well kept. Make sure your hair is combed as well. First impressions are important. So now here's an example of what a girl may want to wear during a job interview and what is appropriate. Now this may be more appropriate if you're going for a job in the retail store. It You just got to keep in mind whether it's conservative or they're with color and this is fine. You really want to just go with that. Now I have on flats, appropriate, or you can just go for a heel. Of course, no sneakers, no casual shoes like that. Um, Also, I have dress pants. These are pretty good. These don't have pockets in the back, or sometimes they may have, but also dress pants so that it doesn't give the appearance that it looks like denim. It doesn't have to be in this color. Of course, you could go for black, or you don't want to go for too much of a crazy color. I went for more of a pastel. And this shirt, well, you can go for a button down or something, just as long as it's not casual or too dressy as well. This is in between, this is fine. Also as well, you don't want to give too much attention to this area. Now, it's just inappropriate to show any cleavage at all. You just want to make sure that that's covered, just so that you don't make a bad impression, and that's not okay. Also, if you want to go for a skirt, you can't go for a skirt or a dress. Now, with the skirt, it's just as long as it's not too tight or it's not too short. Anything like maybe a little above the knee or mid-knee would be okay, not too tight. And with dresses as well, you just don't want to go for a tight-fitting dress as well. You want to still keep it appropriate. It could be flowy, not too tight as well. This would be a good example. Also, minimal jewelry as well for girls. It's just better to like keep it minimal, and hair done, of course. Makeup, I mean, if you don't like wearing makeup, that's fine. It's just as long as your whole appearance looks neat and ironed and is appropriate.